I'm Felix. I'm the marketing and publishing manager for Sifu. And I'm joined today with two guys from the Sloclap dev team, Romain and Rémi, who are both level and game designers for Sifu, and who will react today to a speedrun.
Hello.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see what players I have in store for us. So from what I guess, we are doing a New Game Plus video. So we're starting from the first level, skipping the introduction. I guess they'll have access to the shortcuts. And that was a very first group.
What I see is that he unlock a lot of skills from the beginning. I can see some techniques you don't have from the beginning, so he might have unlocked everything as well.
First shortcut there, yeah.
And we can see right from Yep, sorry. I was just saying we can see right from the start that they're not using the takedowns because it's faster to just finish off enemies manually and avoid losing the 4 seconds that usually lasts.
Yeah, there's that, but there's also the mechanic we got of Ayas sometime getting a second win, and you don't want to have to deal with that in a speedrun because it makes the fight much longer. You don't want to have basically a mini boss spawning in the middle of your run if you can avoid it. And they're angry already, yeah.
Yeah, I had seen one version where they would go up the bridge and like throw everyone from up there, but they seem to be like confident enough to go straight for the fight, right in the middle of the room.
That might save enough time, yeah. Actually, this room is kind of interesting if you do it casually because there's something like 4 or 5 enemies you can take down without the middle group noticing it. Makes for a much easier fight if you have trouble dealing with multiple opponents. And since there's many weapons everywhere and weapons are that powerful in the game, of course they abuse it in the speedrun.
I wonder also if you already have some bonuses unlocked from the shrine. You know, it seems like the impact on structure with a weapon is really high.
No, I don't think they have it.
No?
Oh, well, they did kind of... Did they take a shrine bonus in the shortcut?
No, it didn't.
No.
But it seems like the damage...
It's not supposed to be saved. It's the beginning of the first level, so you don't have any shrine bonus. But maybe they'll take one there.
Yeah.
Oh, going for the focus boost. Okay. Thought they would go for the weapon bonus damage. It's kind of often
might
you can
help
see it
during the run.
Yeah, but kind of surprised, but it'll be interesting. As someone who also speedrun the game internally during development, I tend to go to the bonus damage because, well, it does that much and it makes the boss fights a bit faster. But it's an interesting strategy because you can extend your combos and attack bosses when they are not supposed to be vulnerable with the focus attacks. So having a half a bar makes it quicker to get another focus attacks, and that's a big cheese here.
Yeah, definitely. He used exactly the same technique. It's pretty efficient.
Yeah, indeed. I'm more looking forward to... Well, Fasha is an interesting boss for starters, but I'm looking forward to the bosses that made much more trouble for players to deal with, like Shan and Kuroki.
Yeah.
The splash damage is so powerful too. Such a clean Fasha.
Okay.
Got split, yay!
Almost 4 minutes for the first level. So basically, they don't really count, the introduction and even the start in the hub zone before starting H1.
Because there's not much that changes from this part of the game if you're doing New Game Plus. You already have all skills, but you don't have any maneuvering or anything to do, so it makes sense for speedrunners to decide to start it, I guess. And off to level 2, the club. So this is a level that many players struggled with. I didn't pay attention to which version of the game they were playing on.
Yeah,
I guess we'll see it.
Yeah, we'll see at the Disciples.
Infamous duo.
Obviously, no time for talking.
MLB, we avoid fighting him as well. That's one of the many fights when you can skip to fight some of the enemies. So yeah, this is pretty interesting to skip him.
These two,
double,
these two
nice.
guys. Yeah, the girl and the guy, the two first guys that are pretty famous on Reddit for being having been killed like probably millions of times by now. Since they're the first guys to get it every time. Yeah.
Well, they pretty ask for it. So.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because of their combo, because they used to do the kick that follows the push, but they don't push enemies that much into the stairs, even though it deals a bunch of damage. I think the combos might be faster. Oh, nice.
Yeah, the combo might be faster, but also more efficient as well.
And obviously going for the shortcuts.
So it's his second shrine, right?
I think it was his second shrine.
Yeah.
I think he didn't take the one from the first shortcut in the first level because
they just focus on focus, basically.
Yeah.
You just take the focus.
They take the XP based bonuses.
I didn't see how he
skipped.
Yeah. It was well. Having done the level, I'm pretty sure I know how we make it. I made an area where we can basically stop the dialogue so you can hear the other one talks as well. So I guess he find out where the area is so he can skip the dialogue. And,
you could go up there on the wall to get. I've done it like probably. Yeah.
He was just going, on the side room to speak to the other one training.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I got a confession to make. You saw how he jumped above the whole level and just threw the fire disciple from above there. It's a strat I suggested to the speedrunning community. Because I've been watching them very close and interacting with them.
I didn't see the final dialogue of the fire disciple.
No, because they went for the fire disciple first.
Oh, okay.
They jumped there. They threw her from above.
I've done this. The previous room at least like I don't know 15 times because I wanted to finish it at 20 years old, and I never once realized that you could go up the wall like that. Oh well. Yeah, it was a fast disciple too.
Yeah, this combo with the staff was very effective. You got the forward light attack like twice in the string. I didn't knew you could do that. Okay, here they are, the infamous two fire disciples before Sean. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, use the
using the stairs here.
He's making a lot of damage.
And there she goes.
Yeah, it's patched. I think it's the updated version.
Yeah.
Might be, yeah.
Yeah.
At the moment we're recording, the official speedruns.com leaderboard was opened yesterday, so this might be from there, and it might be an updated version compared to what I know.
I saw he selected the impact on structure with weapon attack. Personally, this is basically one of the skills I prefer, especially to attack boss and spare them. And I guess he's preparing for young, yeah.
And he's doing it again, like using the focus to continue doing the combo and not letting.
Yeah, but here they're doing something else very interesting. They unlocked the charge back fist to stun Sean as he reading his attacks, so they can interrupt him faster. And that was so quick. I have to try that. Charge back fist is my favorite skill in the game. It's so useful when you know how to time it, but I never tried doing it on Sean. Oh, what is that? Throwing him, then cancelling immediately, then attacking again. That's a huge combo.
He's always getting a kick on the ground as well.
Yeah, and a sweep attack when he's on the ground. Something I've never really tried as myself.
It's kind of useful, but it's kind of hard to land too. It's really precise, actually.
Yeah, and also I don't know. You're so used to use the the hold button to just do the double punch on the ground and then
yeah. I've tried sweeping, but you have to and you have to target as well because since the enemy is not standing, it's quite precise.
Can we just stop on how they already beaten Yang and it's less than 10 minutes in the run?
Yeah.
But I meant Sean, sorry. I always confuse the two for latest names. But yeah, Sean is usually a boss that kind of dictates how the fight is going because he has huge range and he strikes quite hard, but he couldn't do anything. And
it's a good answer to all the people struggling, saying like this monster boss with his staff, and then he just becomes a victim. It's
the music. It's my level. You won't see any of it because the shortcut is just so damn good.
This is the quickest shortcut we ever made on the game.
I think it kind of makes sense because, as you will see, Kuroki has kind of a tricky first phase and it's kind of hard to learn. So being able to go straight to the boss right after is really useful.
Well, if I remember well, there was also a question of pace, because like justifying a lift somewhere in the exposition about, did you see the wagon collision?
Yeah, I see it. I don't think there's much we can do about it, sorry.
Yeah, but that was also justification about where we can spawn the player after taking a lift, and also because of the pacing, because the whole exposition was meant to be one straight line forwards with its own telling stories. We didn't want to cut it in the middle, so basically the best solution was to go straight to Kuroki.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like this is a page version, because they didn't go for the cheese on Kuroki. But still, this is a heavy combo, oh my! Already more than half the goat, oh no.
And that explains
that definitely makes sense. Yeah, I thought because, you'll see on Yang, you can't use focus on him, but it makes sense taking it for the first bosses, at least, if they go that fast. There she goes, phase 2.
Again, the sweep on the ground.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't use focus attacks to prevent her from jumping back there. And there you go, the super dizzy, so you can rack up a lot of damage.
It's going too fast. I didn't notice. He didn't spare any of the previous boss. He's just going for the vengeance run, right?
No, it's any percent. You don't have time to be merciful in this one.
Well, I don't know if he already spared on a previous, on a previous run. He can still spare Yang at the end. So maybe he's aiming for that. I don't know if his goal is to finish the game with sparing Yang. But I think that he just wants to.
I think the community decided on the rules that you either go for a full vengeance or full Buddha, but you don't just do half and half. So I think they're going to kill Yang. There she goes. That was so quick again. It's really nice how you can see they can exploit the combos in the game, but it doesn't feel like breaking it. It just they master it so much. Speaking for the runner, but for the whole community too. We've seen some combos put up by some people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't notice earlier, but they... Yeah, we're going.
It's just funny that it looks like the bosses don't have any time to react to what the player is doing. That's
that must be very satisfying.
Like that.
Because the first time you do it, it's more like you don't know how to react to what the boss is doing, and now it's the opposite.
So H4, the shortcut that just lets you skip half of the level. You don't do any of this.
And then you go the deal. Sadly, you can do, yeah, that's what I thought. You can do a speedrun deathless because you have to die to gain some times.
Yeah. I do remember when the 80 comes out, that was, we wanted to make some topography that put into relief, the revive mechanics. That was the first time we allowed this to be equally an advantage as a disadvantage, that may help you to go faster to the boss, but also at the price of losing some ages.
Yeah, but we struck a good balance with it because you can't skip the mini bosses, and if you're good enough at them, you instantly regain the death counter you've taken from the fall. So you're not at a huge disadvantage as a boss. Yeah, there he goes again. Right in front of the next boss or mini boss. We could have a glimpse of their skills. Obviously, I don't know them by heart, but we could see not all of them were actually unlocked. I don't know if it's just their preferred playstyle or if they just didn't take the time to unlock everything but past this point and just went straight for speedrunning.
So we saw one of the techniques, if you charge a weapon, a blade, directly on an opponent, it instant kill them except for the boss. You need to have the skill with the charge attack for doing that, but it's pretty efficient on it because this mini boss is quite hard as well. You're gonna fire disciple as well.
I expected players to do it quite a lot in speedrunning. Just so powerful on huge mid-sack like the Juggernauts who have so much health and they are so long to kill. That's a nice defense against Feng. Now the goal is just to not let her go away, and it looks like they'll do, yeah. It's really, we get one opening on the boss and the boss is done. So kind of need to have their inputs because now we can see how tricky it can be sometimes to do the combo they're doing.
I'm wondering how he's gonna handle Young because I don't notice a lot of blocking. Most of the time he's avoiding and using this kind of same following patterns to put them down and not let them react. But for Young, according to me, it's a lot of blocking.
Well, there you go.
He did a few parries though, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the final time will be, but from what I saw, one of the only ways it could be improved, except with new strat, would be maybe a few more parries here and there. Like for Kuroki, they avoided the whole first combo, but trying to parry it entirely would have maybe saved like 4 or 5 attacks at the end. Still, this is a really solid run. Oh, they actually have a load remover for the timer. So the community came up with it earlier because obviously the loading times are longer on PS4, and this allows everyone to speedrun the game, whatever the version they are playing on. So it's kind of neat they managed to do that. Congrats, guys. Less than 20 minutes in, and we're already in the final level. Yeah, I never managed to kill this guy with a single punish, but it was still very fluid.
So yeah, the shortcut that lets you skip some quite hard fights, especially in the message room.
I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't go for the Juggernaut from the start, because you basically have a free kill in this room if you're fast enough, and they actually went for a regular guy instead. Maybe they wanted the weapon more. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
So who are they going to one shot?
And nice pushes.
This is kind of long. Come on, you could have done faster. That wasn't a very nice body grab. They took their time.
I saw a different video that someone used, the fact that you can push some AI over the fences. Maybe he could have taken the advantages in that level, because there is the vista, the side.
Oh, yeah. Maybe, but it also takes time to kite them all the way there, so...
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Since there's an achievement for that, they might know about it, but judge, no, it's not good enough.
So now that's a lot
So let's see.
Yeah, he's parrying.
Parrying
and using the avoid when they need to. Yeah, Yang is the biggest skill check of the game. He checks if you actually use both your avoids and your parries. Because if you spam one, they will become less and less effective with time, just because of his behavior, and that's already phase 1. We notice that Yang is the only boss by using the skill that makes you up like this, trip a boss right after parrying it. Maybe you can't punish Yang that much at this point. Also, in my opinion, Yang is the most fun boss to fight once you're really comfortable with the game. It really makes for a fight where where you trade blows back and forth, and you just have to be very good at your defense, and it just never stops. It's a continuous flow until the end of the fight.
No,
so clean.
Yeah, in the end, I guess what he chose for the shrine wasn't really helpful because he doesn't really use the impact on structure weapon. He doesn't really use the focus that much. Well, all the technique he used was only one gauge focus. So basically it was just, maybe... I don't know why...
It makes sense with your playstyle.
Yeah. I don't know why he goes for the shrine, because most of the time he didn't really use it. But,
maybe for the heal. Still, this was what we were talking. The run is already finished, so 20 minutes and so. 2032, I think.
Vengeance run. Yeah. And it was a vengeance run.
Yeah,
I want to check the spare one.
That was so clean. Congrats on that run.
Yeah.
As a big speedrunning fan, it's really cool to just see a community tearing the game apart this quickly after its release, and I hope there will be more in store for that. I don't know if there's many new strats that could arise, but I know the new game, when you start the game from a clean state, clean save, there's still a lot to do in this, so I'm looking forward to it. So good luck, runners.
Thanks for watching. This was a speedrun of Sifu. The game is available now on PlayStation and on the Epic Games Store.